started on Cigar Corner just a little bit under a month ago, and now I'm on the 4th building. This one is Carneys Cigar Store. We talked about it a little bit last night on Workbench Wednesday, and I did the sidewalks for it, but I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did on it today. We're going to go over to the workbench and see what it looks like here. Okay, you might get a little echo, and you might hear Jim in the background because I got Jim's live stream up on the laptop right now, but I got the 4 walls painted, and I'm just about to cut out the decals for the signs for the walls. So we're going to put this video out in the morning, and we're going to go to D-Land on Saturday. So I hope to see you there. So we're getting along really good with this kit. I love it. Can't wait to see the next one, and hopefully I can save enough money so I can buy the next one. Okay, here we go. Here is a shot of all the buildings that I've done so far in this kit. On the right is J. Matthias Plywood Limited. In the center is AAA Hauling with 2 flats in the back that has another business in the back. And on the left is J-Bomb Tobacco. Our next project is, gotta get the correct name of it, Carneys Cigar Store, which is this thing right here. And we're going to do it in that same color. We're going to do it in white. We're going to dirty it up some. I'm going to do the windows and stuff like that. Basically the same in green. Workbench Wednesday, we decided on a color for the sidewalks, and I'll show you what we got on that. All right, so I finished all these up this morning. This is the one that I had from last night, and then I did all these this morning. I hit all the 4 walls and the trim for the walls with the khaki. I'm going to go over that with white. Okay, this one right here, all the windows and doors, this is also a camouflage color, and this is earth green. So it's a dark green. I'm not sure the exact color. Let me show you here. It says forest green. So we're going to do the doors and windows in the forest green. So I just have to do one more panel in this forest green, and this is part of the roof, so I'm just gonna probably do that in the green also, because the roof section sits up on top of it. These two, this is just the base for the roof. These 2 pieces sit there like this, and it's you know, I don't know what kind of roof you call it, hip roof all the way around. So pretty simple kit. The biggest thing is putting all the windows and doors together and putting all the signage on it, because as you can see right here, there is a lot of signs on the building. I'm not sure if we have any more pictures on it. Anyway, a lot of signs. I'm going to have to get the page out where all the signs is and see if what we got here. So, and this is some of them right here, this part. And let's see if there's some on the other one of the other sheets. I made copies of all these because I wanted to keep the originals. So here's one more. I think it has the auto parts store. Yeah, and that's just the auto parts store. So everything on there is just these signs right here. So not that many signs. Okay, so we could probably put another Lucky Strike sign there, another 4, you know, some signs from the other ones to fill up the area with all the good signs. So this is going to be pretty easy to put together. Okay, and here's the foundation. I might spray paint that one gray right there. So, and they have the foundation on that because of the sidewalk on both sides of it. It's a little bit lower than the sidewalk, but what I'm going to do with the rest of the buildings, I have 40 thousandths black styrene. I'm going to sit them on the 40 thousandths styrene and then put the sidewalks in front, so it'll be even with that. So that's where we are right now, Thursday afternoon. I just got finished painting 3 walls right here, and I'm using oyster white right out of the bottle, and probably, you know, just right out of the lid. And, you know, I dump a little bit in the lid, and then I thin out the brush. I'm not exactly dry brushing it. I'm just putting as little of paint on the brush as I can, because I don't want to get into the grout lines. But if I do get into the grout lines, like I have one like right here, but this is a vertical grout line, and I'll show you. Oh, here's a horizontal one. But I just go with the back of the blade, and that takes care of it. And you really don't see too much of the vertical ones. But you could do this right out of the I wouldn't thin it down too much, because then you'll end up going into the grout lines. I've been watching Jim while I was doing this, and this got a little tacky in the lid, so I'm going to shake it up a little bit and do it some more. He started talking about Arduino, so I had to start typing. So it got a little thick there. All right, so I get some on a brush and then put it on a paper towel, and not really dry brush it, but just very lightly. And then if you get a little bit too thick, you know, you just use the back of the X-Acto blade to go into the lines. And you could go, you know, and if it doesn't show up really good, you could always go over it again using the same method right here. I try to go on a little bit light and then add a little bit afterwards. So you can see right there, some of that got into the grout line, so we're going to have to go back before it gets really hard, and, you know, just try to get it out of there. It takes a while. Yeah, got to be patient with it. And whenever you first time you put the brush down, just go real light with the brush, and then as the paint releases onto the board, you can do heavier strokes on it. And you can see there's streaks in there, but that doesn't matter. You could just go over it again. And you don't want a constant color on here. You want the colors to fade and get darker in some spots. And like on the seals on the windows, you know, they get a heavier coat right there. And we'll go over it again. And just try to blend it in as much as you can. You don't want too much of the grout to show. Okay, so you can see there's a couple of spots in there where it got into the grout line, so we'll just scrape that out. And use the back of the X-Acto blade over here. There's the other one right here. And you just keep doing it until you get it the way that you like it. You might have to go over it a couple of times to get get it as deep, but just go a little bit at a time and you'll be fine. I got Debbie's seal of approval on the walls right here for this. Now all I have to do is put the signage on there, and once I get the signage on, put all the windows together and put the windows on and make this thing look square. So we're gonna make a video out of this right now to show you what we did on this. And so this weekend we're going to D-Land for the train show. It's a 2.5 hour drive. We're gonna have a good time there, and hope to see you there if you're going to D-Land. So until the next time, we'll see you, and have fun with whatever you're doing. And you know there's always a blooper in there somewhere, so here they are. Here it is right now. This next project is Carneys Cigar Corner. So here's the picture of it. I think I showed you this in the last video and on Wednesday night live stream. We just finished up Wednesday night live stream and chose a color for the sidewalks. I just finished all the other sidewalks this morning, and then I started cutting out all the panels, and I'll show it to you right here. Oops, I did it backwards.